know you're somewhere, somewhere.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Scorpio, you guys got Canary Spirit. Sing your own song, number 12. I feel like when I get Canary Spirit, there's just a lot about communication with the blue and then the singing. So it's interesting because Libra's reading we just finished Libra's reading and it had a lot to do with communication. So you could be dealing with a Libra or you can have Libra in your chart. But I feel like there's a transition going on in your life. And in this transition, it's kind of reminding me of Leo and Libra's reading. And there was someone else's reading with the communicating card. So again, it's like all the signs are attached. But I am getting here that like the block might be like having to be authentic to yourself and being able to communicate that effectively to others. It's kind of like, when you live in a house with a lot of people and then you're like trying to do your own thing and a lot of people are like kind of judging you or a lot of people like don't understand you. It's kind of like hard to be yourself in a crowd. That's what I'm getting, of people that are doing like opposite things. But I'm getting that that's like the challenge for you at this time, being authentic. So it's like you're going through some sort of transition in your life where you have to really be true and stick to who you are. And I feel like that could be a little bit of a that could be a little hard. For others of you, I feel like there's some sort of communication that needs to take place. It could be with the Queen of Cups. It could be with like a soulmate. It could be with a partner. But I feel like communication is definitely like here. But more than that, I feel like there's something about authenticity. Like, are you really being yourself? So let's pull some more on this, Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I feel like you have just gone through some sort of cycle in your life where you were not loyal to yourself. Again, like you weren't authentic to yourself. You were not being yourself. And in this, you lost. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, you lost. So it's kind of like you just went through a cycle where you lost because you were not being yourself, your true authentic self. You could have been sitting in ego. You could have been sitting in pain, like you could have been, not healed. But I see somebody who like just went through a cycle where they were not being loyal to themselves. They weren't doing the things that they themselves thought were like good. And in that, and maybe in listening to others, and maybe in following others' footsteps, and again, and maybe just worrying about what everybody else thinks and not yourself, you've kind of had an ending to a cycle, again, or loss in some sort of way. Maybe, a failed relationship. Something happened, like I feel like the cycle and this period is over, but you're getting a chance to do things differently now. And they're telling you there shouldn't even be anything to think about because you already went through this learning experience. So it's like the past cycle that you just went through should have taught you that the only way to have like the love that you desire and like the life that you desire is by being true to yourself. And it's funny because it's like they keep saying there's nothing to think about with thought in reverse. That's what I'm getting. Like there's literally nothing to think about. All you have to do is go forward. That's what I'm getting. Like all you have to do, like you just like went through this lesson. That's what I'm getting. Like you just went through this cycle. You just learned what it cost you to not be loyal to yourself. So now you're headed off into this new beginning. And I feel like they're saying like, what does it mean to be authentic? It means on like every single aspect of life. So it doesn't mean in just like the way you dress. It doesn't mean in just the way you speak. It means in every single thing that you do. And I feel like they're kind of telling you like, again, that it still could be a block in a sense because I feel like you're thinking too much about it or you're trying to like approach it in a way that someone else would approach it. And they're like, no, what's the way in which you would approach it, Scorpio? Like there's no need to ask somebody how they would approach it because again, it's all about you right now. It's literally all about you. It's all about how you would do things. It's all about how you see them. It's all about how you feel. There's no need to go ask anybody else for anything because this is not about anybody but you. And then again, I just keep getting this like reiteration of the fact that you just went through a cycle where you learned this. You learned like not being loyal to yourself, what it cost you. So now they're like, okay, you're going to get some sort of do-over or you're going to get a chance to kind of go forward and do something different. And it's like, are you going to be able to get to the love that you desire? Well, they're like, the only way that you can do that is if you really did learn that lesson. And that was to be authentic, to sing your own song. you know, to be true to yourself, to speak about what is important to you. And I see here that I feel like for some of you guys, you kind of want to make this apology. So we have the 9 of Swords with the 6 of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys have on your mind somebody here that is a soulmate. You have the 6 of Cups twice. Once upright and once in reverse. And I feel like you want to make some sort of apology to somebody here with the Page of Cups and the 6 of Cups in reverse. And it could be an earth sign, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Libra. We have 2 feminine signs out here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. And something that ended here. And I feel like you want to make that apology. But I feel like, again, you're kind of stuck here thinking like, what would others think? What would others say? What should I really do? Should I ask somebody for advice? Should I like do this? Like, I'm not sure. And it's like, again, I feel like you 100% want to go do that. I feel like this is 100% something that you wish that you could go do. But I see you here kind of like battling yourself between like making this apology and again what others would think, and making this apology and it's like, how would it make me look, and making this apology and then like, well, what if they reject me? I don't even see so much about it being like what is this person gonna say, but more about like you thinking like, what are people around me gonna say? Like you're not scared about what this Queen of Pentacles Libra is gonna say. I feel like you're more afraid of like what your friends and family are gonna say, or like what your social group is gonna say, or like, I don't know. It's like you're more afraid of those people than the actual person you're approaching, which is kind of sad because it's like it shows me like there's the person you're approaching. If you're not worried about what they're gonna think, then I'm getting like the anxieties coming from like where your environment is now. So it's kind of funny to me because it's like you're not struggling to be authentic with this person. You're struggling to be authentic where you are right now. So that says a lot about your environment, because it's like, again, if you haven't been able to be authentic in an environment right now, let's just say you live at home, or let's just say you live like with family, or let's just say like you live in a area where you feel like you're judged a lot. Like I feel like that's the environment that you might have to leave, because again, I feel like you're more worried about, again, like what put you into this past cycle in the first place was you resisting yourself and not being authentic to yourself. And that was for whatever reason. Maybe you were afraid of like people judging you, the people around you, your friends, your family, again, the close people around you. Now you get a chance to redo things, and I feel like, again, you're still afraid of them. So I see here like the real thing that is holding you back is like, again, the people around you right now. The way you feel like people are going to judge you. And I feel like the divine keeps telling you that it's about being authentic to yourself, singing your own song, doing what you think is right. I see here you want to make an apology to this person. You think this is a soulmate. You want to go towards them. And this is something that probably ended a long time ago with the 10 of Swords in reverse. And I just see like you wanting to approach this person, and this is like the true thing that you want to do, but you're just afraid of like what others would say and others would feel, and it's just kind of pointless because, again, they're telling you to just do you. So I'm gonna pull some advice for you. I can't say anything else. It's like the block right here is communication, and again, I feel like you want to communicate to a soulmate, you want to apologize, but you're like stuck. So again, the divine is saying to, like, I mean, I don't know how else they could say sing your own song. There's like notes coming out. Maybe music would help you guys at this time. This card has a lot to do with music. There, like, the bird is also on a flute. So maybe expressing yourself through music, maybe sending lyrics. I don't know what could help you at this time, but all I'm getting is like, it's imperative that in order to like not go back into an old cycle, in order to really like move forward, you'd have to do things differently. And how you would do things differently would be to go towards this person and make the apology. Doesn't really matter what the outcome is. All I'm getting is like, if this is something you feel very called to do, then this is something you should do. So that's what I'm getting, Scorpio. Let's pull some advice. So Scorpio, you have this spider and passion flower, creative ingenuity. I feel like you are thinking of a lot of ways that you can approach this person. I'm also getting that you have thought of a lot of ways of avoiding this person. So it goes hand in hand. It's like in the past you went through a lot of things to try to avoid this apology and try to avoid like speaking to this person and getting out of like getting, oh, I was thinking of this person a lot, so then I just kind of like drank, or I kind of just like smoked, or I kind of just like went and hung out with my friends, or I did anything but think about them, because it's just like, for what? But then the thoughts keep coming back, and I keep hearing the phrase, what a tangled web we weave, what a tangled web we weave. And I think it's because like in you trying to avoid this person and you trying to get away from this person, I feel like you went into like the completely wrong direction. So now you're getting the chance to do it again. And with mischief here, I feel like you're trying to get out. Like, I feel like that's kind of the way that you do things, where you kind of talk yourself out of things, or you kind of like listen to others, or you just find this very like interesting way of getting out of like doing what you think is best. So you kind of like talk yourself out of shit a lot of the times. And you think like you're doing yourself a service, but I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. So be careful, Scorpio, because I see again, like you could go into the same mistake by being like, oh, well, I don't need to go do that because this and that. And then you end up doing the same shit again, which is not doing what your gut is telling you to do, what you're instinctually being told to do by yourself. And with Dakini, the enlightened feminine, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Exactly. Your gut is telling you to go do something. Yourself, like your body is telling you to go do something, and you've been kind of finagling yourself out of doing it for a long time. So again, you're supposed to go apologize to this person. You want to apologize to them. You want to approach them. You want to say something to them. Yet you like keep not doing it. That's what I'm getting. And I just get like the best thing that you could do at this time is just open up communication, you know, say what you need to say, apologize if that's what you're feeling called to do. You do have a Page of Cups here, which is the apologizing card. And I feel like, again, if you know, if this person doesn't answer, they don't answer. I just feel like you would get a lot off your chest by doing what you feel like is best, and a lot what you want to do has to do with speaking to this person or apologizing to this person in some sort of way, reaching out to this person. So that's why I'm getting, Scorpio. Like, you shouldn't try to like talk yourself out of this time, because again, then you're just gonna go into an old cycle where you should have learned what you learned from that cycle, and you should be already doing something different. And the difference would be to go towards this person and apologize or communicate or whatever it is that you need to do. So use your gut instinct, trust your gut, use your intuition, stop asking people, just go do it. So I'm getting, Scorpio. I love you guys. I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.